Hello everyone, welcome to Math Mindset. In this video, I will solve some workout problems which are on the final exam of last year, Applied Mathematics 1B. Let's start from the first one. Question number 1 says, show that W, the set of triples such that ax plus by plus cz is equal to 0 for some constant a, b, c element of real number is the subspace of R cubed. Solution. First, always think that the triple x, y, z belongs to the set W if and only if ax plus by plus cz is equal to 0. Now, we have this and we use this for our solution. There are 3 points we need to claim. The first one shows that the 0 element in R cubed, 0, 0, 0. Does it belong to W? So to say belong, we have to show that this linear combination is 0. So A 0 plus B 0 plus C 0. What's the result? The sum of 3 zeros, that's 0. This implies, look, this implies XYZ element of W. So this implies 0, 0, 0, that's the 0 element belongs to W. The second one, let K be an element of real number, the scalar, and U, which is X, Y, Z, an element of W. U is an element of W implies AX plus BY plus CZ is equal to 0. Now what about KU? KU means K times X, KY, KZ. Does it belong to W? So we have to check that AKX plus BKY plus CKZ. If this value becomes 0, then we conclude KU is an element of W. Therefore, multiplication is associative and also commutative. From that, this value equal to K times AX, commute, associate, plus K times BY plus K times CZ. But K is common factor, so is equal to factorization. K times AX plus BY plus CZ. But what's this value? 0 from belongingness. So is equal to K times 0, that is 0. This implies KU is an element of W. The third point, let U, that's x1, y1, z1, an element of W, and also V, x2, y2, z2, an element of W. We need to claim that U plus V. What's U plus V? x1 plus x2, y1 plus y2, z1 plus z2. Now, does it belong to W? To say belong to W, A times x1 plus x2 plus B times y1 plus y2 plus C times z1 plus z2. What's this value? If it is 0, then we will conclude is equal to multiplication distribute over addition. A times x1 plus A times x2. B distribute B. B y1 plus B y2. Distribute C. C z1 plus C z2 is equal to, addition is commutative. Now commute and collect. By commuting here, ax1 plus by1 plus cz1 plus ax2 plus by2 plus cz2. Now look, u element of w means this value is 0 plus v element of w means this value is 0. 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. Therefore, u plus v element of w. Now the three conditions are fulfilled. Therefore, w is subspace of R cubed. Question number 2. Solution. Let's consider determinant of a minus lambda I is equal to 0 for the square matrix. To find all eigenvectors, always you have to start by considering the characteristic polynomial. Now from this, we have here lambda I is 3 by 3 matrix, so I3, three-dimensional identity matrix. This implies determinant of, look, matrix A, 3, 0, 1, 0, 3, 0, 1, 0, 3 minus lambda I, lambda 0, 0, 0, lambda 0, 0, 0, lambda is equal to 0. This implies the determinant of 3 minus lambda 0, 1, 0, 3 minus lambda 0, 1, 0, 3 minus lambda is equal to 0. Now determinant, expand along the first row, the determinant of a matrix. So this implies A11, 3 minus lambda times determinant of omit first row first column, 3 minus lambda 0, 0, 3 minus lambda plus this is that the entry is 0, so the result, total result will be 0, plus first row third column, and when we expand the entry is 1 times determinant of, look, omit first row third column, 0, 3 minus lambda 1, 0 is equal to 0. Then when we determine the determinant of 2 by 2 matrix here, the result will be 3 minus lambda times 3 minus lambda times 3 minus lambda, 9 minus 6 lambda plus lambda square, plus here we have the determinant 0 minus 1 times 3 minus lambda, 3 minus lambda is equal to 0. Now look, 3 minus lambda is common. So take 3 minus lambda as a common factor. Then 9 minus 1, 8 minus 6 lambda plus lambda square is equal to 0. To factorize this one, look, two numbers, their sum minus 6, their product 8, negative 2 and negative 4. So this can be factorized into 3 minus lambda, lambda minus 2, lambda minus 4 is equal to 0. The product to be 0, one of the two should be 0. So either lambda is equal to 3 or lambda is equal to 2 or lambda is equal to 4. We have 3 eigenvalues. So B, you are asked to find eigenvectors for corresponding to only one eigenvalue because there is similarity. That's why we need to do only one. Doing one means we are able to do the others. So let's lambda be 2. Let's do for lambda is equal to 2. we know that a minus lambda I times the column vector x is equal to 0. So what's for each lambda, what's x? Now lambda is 2 here. Therefore, this implies, look, a minus lambda I means this one. But what's lambda? Lambda is 2. Therefore, we will have 3 minus lambda. 3 minus 2, 1, 0, 1, 0. 3 minus lambda, 1, 0, 1, 0. 3 minus lambda, 1. Not determinants. Times the column vector x, y, z is equal to 0. Now when we multiply, we will get, look, first row, first column, x plus z. Second row, first column, y. Third row, first column, x plus z is equal to 0. So the 0 matrix, this implies x plus z is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. From the first one, we have z is equal to minus x. So what's vector x? The eigenvector x, y, z. X, y is 0, z is minus x. So take x as a scalar. So what remains? 1, 0, minus 1. For any x element of real number. This is the eigenvectors, the family of eigenvectors for the eigenvalue 2. Question number 3, workout problem. Find the derivative of the function y is equal to cos inverse of x. Solution. Y is equal to cos inverse of x. From trigonometric inverse definition, we know that if and only if x is equal to cos y. Then derivate both sides with respect to y. Dx by dy is equal to derivative of cos y with respect to y minus sine y. So our target is dy by dx. So reciprocate this one. Dy by dx is equal to minus 1 over sine y. But our answer should be in terms of x. Now look, cos y is equal to x. We need to prepare here right angle triangle. The angle cos y, the angle is y. So cos y, cos adjacent over hypotenuse. The angle is y. Cos y is x, means x over 1. Cosine adjacent over hypotenuse. So the adjacent x over 1, the hypotenuse. By applying Pythagoras theorem, this becomes 1 minus x squared. Now what's dy by dx? Dy by dx is equal to minus 1 over sine y, angle y, sine y, opposite over hypotenuse, so the opposite, 1 minus x squared. So the derivative of cos inverse of x is minus 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared. That's the answer. The next problem. Okay, question number 4 is common. Sketch the graph. I leave it and directly I'll go to question number 5. The last workout problem. Evaluate the following integral. Solution. The integral of x squared over square root of x squared plus 1 dx. Now look, we have under radical x squared plus 1. Remember, whenever you have the form under radical b squared plus ax square. What you have to substitute? From trigonometric identity, you need to remember tan square u plus 1 is equal to sec square u. So 1 plus x squared. So what should be x? Now in our solution, let x be tan u. Then dx by du is equal to the derivative of tan sec square u. Therefore, dx by du sec square u. This implies dx is equal to sec square u du. We have this result. Now let me represent this integral by star. So star is equal to the integral of what's x square? X is tan u. So what's x square? X square is tan square u over x square plus 1 tan square u plus 1. What's that? Sec square u. Therefore, it becomes a square root of sec square u. And dx, what's dx? Sec square u du. Then, this is sec, radical of sec square u, that's sec. Cancel 1 sec, the integral becomes integral of tan square u sec u du. But what we know here, tan square u, from this, sec square u minus 1. So this can be expressed as the integral of sec square u minus 1 times sec u du. Distribute sec u. The integral of sec cubed u minus 1 times sec u du. Now, remember what's the integral of sec u. Let's do separately each. The integral of sec u. You have to remember the integral of sec u du is equal to, just let me give you the hints. You have to remember the integral of sec u. Anyways, you have to do like this. Sec u times sec u plus tan u over sec u plus tan u multiply by 1 du. Then use integration by substitution. Finally, you'll get, but you have to remember always this, ln of absolute value of sec u plus tan u. That's the integral of sec u. Now let's come to the integral of sec cubed u. So the integral of sec cubed u du. Here we need to write this. Look, sec u times sec square u du. We know the antiderivative of sec square u because the derivative of tan sec square. Let n be sec u and m prime sec square u. Then what's n prime? The derivative of sec u tan u and the antiderivative of sec square u tan u. Now the integral of sec cubed u du is equal to integration by parts n times m sec u tan u minus the integral of n prime m sec u tan u times tan u tan square u du. But we know tan square u means is equal to sec u tan u minus the integral of this one, sec u sec square u minus 1 du. Now distribute sec u tan u minus this integral addition rule, the integral addition rule bracket. This means the integral of sec u times sec square u sec cubed u minus sec u times 1. That's the integral of sec u du. Here also du. Look, this minus the integral of sec cubed u du on the left. So add this both sides. What we will have? We will have 2 times the integral of sec cubed u du is equal to sec u tan u minus plus the integral of sec u. Here we have ln of absolute value of sec u plus tan u. Now divide both sides by 2. This implies the integral of sec cubed u du is equal to 1 over 2 sec u tan u plus 1 over 2 ln of absolute value of sec u plus tan u. Indefinite integral finally plus some constant c. But look, our answer should be here. This is the indefinite integral. We have to answer all in terms of x. So what we need to do here, we need to prepare right angle triangle 90 degree. This is angle u. What's tan u? Opposite over adjacent. So what's the hypotenuse? 1 plus x square. Now you have to find and substitute all this sec u tan u from this right angle triangle and you'll get the answer in terms of x. Your answer should be finally in terms of x. That's it. Thank you for watching. I'm so happy to have you as a maths mindset family. This is all about last year final exam. Thank you for watching.